What if I told you there's one core exercise people swear by for life? No gym plan, no complicated ab circuit, no 12 moves for 45 seconds while dying on the floor. Just one promise, 1 minute of planks every day. It sounds too easy, which is exactly why people love it. But here's the real question. What actually happens if you plank every day for 1 minute? Will you get abs? Will your back stop hurting? Will your posture improve? Will you become genuinely strong through your core? Or will you just get really good at holding one position while still leaking strength everywhere else? Today, we're breaking down the real results of planking every day for 1 minute, the good, the bad, what changes you'll see in the first week, the first month, and long term, plus the smartest way to do it so it actually works. Let's get into it. First, what a plank really trains. Most people think planks are just abs, but a plank is not just abs, it is your whole trunk system working together. Your plank trains deep core muscles that stabilize your spine, it trains your glutes, it trains your shoulders, and it trains the muscles that hold your ribcage and pelvis in a strong position. And the real job of a plank is simple. A plank teaches your body to resist movement. That means you are training anti-extension, which is a fancy way of saying you are learning to stop your lower back from sagging when force hits your body. That matters in almost everything: lifting, running, carrying, even standing still without collapsing into your hips like a folded chair. So when you do planks daily, you are practicing one of the most important strength skills there is, the ability to stay tight and stable when gravity is trying to bend you. Now let's talk about what will happen when you do it every day. Week 1, the "this is harder than I thought" phase. Most people start a 1-minute plank challenge and realize 1 minute feels long. Their shoulders shake, their core burns, their breathing turns into a small panic, and sometimes their lower back starts complaining. Here's why: most people are not holding a real plank. They are holding a weak position with sagging hips, loose glutes, and shrugged shoulders, and they are surviving the timer instead of training the muscles. So week 1 is usually a form reality check. If you do the plank correctly, you should feel your core working and your glutes working, and your shoulders feeling stable. You should not feel sharp pain in the lower back. You might feel fatigue, yes, but pain, no. Here are the clean plank rules that fix most problems. Elbows under shoulders, body in a straight line. Squeeze glutes like you're trying to crack a walnut. Brace your stomach like someone is about to poke you. Push the floor away slightly so your shoulders feel strong, not collapsed. And breathe, not huge dramatic breaths, just calm, controlled breathing while staying tight. If you cannot hold that for a full minute yet, that is totally fine. Start with 20 to 30 seconds, rest, then repeat. Because a clean 30 seconds is worth more than a sloppy minute. Week 1 results are mostly this. You get better at bracing, you learn the position, you shake less, you understand what a real plank feels like. It is skill improvement, not magic transformation. Week 2 to week 3, the stability and posture boost. This is where many people start noticing small changes in real life. They feel more stable when standing. They feel less wobbly in push-ups. They feel like their lower back gets less tired during the day. Some people even notice their posture looks better, not because planks fix everything, but because their body can now hold a better position without working as hard. Think of it like upgrading your body's default setting from collapse mode to hold mode. But there is an important catch. If you spend 10 to 12 hours a day sitting rounded over a phone or laptop, 1 minute of planks cannot undo your whole lifestyle. It can help, but it cannot erase habits. So if you want the posture benefit, your plank helps more when you also stop slouching like a question mark all day. Even small changes matter: sitting taller, taking short breaks, walking more, and not living in one position for hours. Week 4 and beyond, the plateau shows up. This is the part nobody talks about. If you do the same 1-minute plank every day, your body adapts. And once it adapts, the challenge drops. Your 1-minute plank becomes your warm-up. It stops being a growth signal, so you get a big benefit early, then you hit a plateau. That does not mean planks stop working. It means your version stopped being hard enough. This is the same rule as weights. If you bench the same weight forever, you stop getting stronger. If you squat the same weight forever, you stop growing. Planks are the same. You either increase difficulty or your progress slows down. Now let's talk about the big myth everyone cares about. Will you get abs from planking 1 minute a day? Here's the truth. Planks can strengthen your core, but planks do not automatically reveal abs. Visible abs are mostly about body fat. If your body fat is higher, your abs can be strong and still not show. So planking can build the muscle underneath, but you still have to uncover it with diet, overall activity, and time. That is why some people plank daily and never see abs. Their core is stronger, but it is under a layer that hides it. So if your goal is visible abs, a plank is helpful, but it is not the whole plan. Now let's talk about what will improve for sure if you do this correctly. What improves when you plank daily for 1 minute? First, you improve core endurance. That means your ability to stay braced for longer without losing your position. Second, you improve bracing skill. That means you get better at turning tension on when you need it. This helps squats, deadlifts, overhead presses, push-ups, and even simple stuff like carrying groceries. Third, you may reduce lower back discomfort, not all back pain, but the type that comes from weak stability, weak glutes, and poor posture. When your core and glutes learn to hold your pelvis better, your lower back often gets less irritated. Fourth, you improve shoulder stability a little, because planks load the shoulders and teach you to keep them stable, not shrugged and loose. Fifth, you may improve breathing control under tension, because a good plank teaches you to breathe while bracing, which is a real strength skill. That is the real list of benefits, not magic, but real improvements that show up in daily life and training. Now let's talk about the downside, because yes, there is one. The downside, planking wrong can make things worse. If your hips sag and your lower back arches, you are practicing a position that irritates your spine. You are basically telling your body, this is how we handle load, and the answer becomes, we collapse into the lower back. If your shoulders are shrugged and unstable, you can irritate the shoulders too. And if you do it daily with bad form and pain, you are repeating a mistake every day. That is the fastest way to turn a small issue into a bigger one. So the rule is simple. No sharp lower back pain, no sharp shoulder pain. If you feel pain, shorten the time, fix the form, or change the variation. If you feel it mostly in the lower back, it often means your glutes are sleeping and your hips are sagging. Squeeze the glutes harder, tuck the ribs down, and shorten the set. Now the honest question, is 1 minute of planks every day the best core plan? It is a decent start, but it is incomplete, because your core has more than one job. Your core must resist extension, that's the plank. But your core must also resist side bending and rotation. That is why strong humans usually train more than one pattern. If you only do one front plank forever, you build one part of the core system, not the whole system. But the good news is you can still keep it simple and still stay close to the 1 minute idea. How to make the daily 1 minute plank actually work long term. First change, focus on quality. Instead of 1 weak minute, do 2 strong sets of 30 seconds, or 3 strong sets of 20 seconds. High tension beats long time. If your plank is high tension, it will feel hard even in short sets. Second change, progress the plank. Once 1 minute is easy, upgrade the difficulty. You can do an RKC plank where you squeeze glutes harder and create full body tension. You can elevate the feet to increase the challenge. You can even add a light load sometimes, like a small plate or a backpack, if you can keep perfect form. You can add movement, like shoulder taps, but only if you can stay stable and not twist like a washing machine. Third change, balance the core. Add one side plank, set per side a few times per week. It takes about 1 extra minute, and it trains the part of the core that keeps you from bending sideways under load. This is what makes your core more real, not just good in one position. Because progress is what makes it work. Now let's answer the question clearly. So what will happen if you plank every day for 1 minute? In the first week, you will get better at bracing and holding position, and you will learn what a real plank feels like. In weeks 2 to 3, you may feel more stable, your posture may feel better, and your lower back may feel less tired, especially if your form is clean. After about a month, your progress will slow if you keep doing the exact same plank. At that point, you either increase intensity, use a harder variation, or rotate in side planks to keep improving. And no, planks alone do not magically give you visible abs. That part is mostly diet and overall activity. Wrap up 1 minute of planks every day can be a great starter habit, but it only works if you do it with clean form, real tension, and a little progression over time. If this video helped you, hit like so more people stop wasting time with sloppy planks that hurt their backs. Drop a comment and tell me how long you can hold a clean plank right now, and if you feel it more in your abs or your lower back. And subscribe for more no-fluff, simple, science-backed fitness advice. Because next time we're breaking down another popular daily challenge and whether it actually builds real strength or just feels hard.